Hello. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to Crystal's Car Chats, or welcome if you have never been here before, whether you're live or watching the replay. It is Wednesday, July 28th, I think. It's almost August, which I cannot believe. But I'm excited that it's almost August because we got some fun stuff happening in the month of August. So I am going to just jump right in, hopefully. I don't see anybody on yet, but I'm going to get going because the car ride is only so long. I wanted to give a live update not live update, I guess it is a live update, a life update, just on what's going on with the fam, with me. Brixton just had a birthday, like a monthly birthday, so I just wanted to give a quick update. If you are jumping on, or if you're watching later, don't forget to say hello in the comments, and feel free to ask any of your questions, whether you're live or watching later, and I will come back and answer if you're watching later, or if I don't see it while I'm driving, because safety first, right? So I'll give the almost forgot. There's the Brixton little munchie man back there. He fell asleep before I even left the parking lot for daycare. So he's been playing hard all day, and now he's got to take a little nap to have the energy to deal with mommy and her nonsense of bath time when we get home. So we'll start with him. He is 9 months as of Monday. And I just realized I never posted his 9-month post. I took the pictures. We took the pictures Monday morning on his 9-month birthday. And mommy lady did not put up a post. So I need to do that. Try to get it done before the end of the week. I don't make promises for tonight. I got something else I need to do tonight. So he's 9 months. He's mobile. I think he was mobile when I gave the 8-month update. He can scoot, crawl, army crawl. He can crawl on all fours. He just doesn't very often. I don't know if he just doesn't prefer it, or if it only happens when he's not thinking about it. When he does it, it's adorable. He did crawl to me that way this past Saturday, and I've seen him crawl to Daniel like that before, but it's not his usual is to drag his little body on the floor. We're still eating. We've moved on to chunkier purees. He can also eat teething crackers, and he has tried some chunks of. We've only done chunks of banana so far. We can't tell if it's all fruit, but so far no fruit we have tried is a crowd pleaser. He does not like peaches. He does not like bananas. He does not like blueberries. So he just finished trialing blueberries. Oh no, he's got one more day of blueberries before we can move on to another fruit. So probably either going to do apple or pear, or strawberry next. I've started taking a little assistance for the food trial portion from the grocery store. So I did get this past weekend just like some single jars of a couple different flavors, just to try him out, see if he likes those flavors before I am making a whole batch of baby food that he won't eat. And this way we're able to actually trial him every like 3 days. Whereas when I was making it, it was just taking too long because mommy has a lot of other things to do in that little bit of time she has after Brixton goes to bed. So, the best decision I've made in this food journey for him, I think. And I think we'll get through a lot of the flavors a lot faster. I will keep you updated as to whether or not our child actually likes fruit or if he just doesn't. And Daniel said this morning, he was like, it's our fault probably because we didn't want him to have anything sweet. So we didn't give him any fruit until recently. Like, fruit was one of the later trials. So he's so far far is just not a fan. Still just the 2 teeth down bottom. We think he is teething, that he's got some more coming in. We had the hot cheeks, the drool, some mood stuff. So we'll probably see some more teeth soon. Otherwise, he's still his happy self. He's loving daycare. He's now one of the older babies in his classroom because I think 3 of them graduated out to the toddler room this month. So he's one of the older ones. I think as of next week, he will be the oldest baby in the baby room. Until he graduates out in a few months. I cannot believe he's going to be in the toddler room in a few months. I'm not even going to think about it. But yeah, that's Brixton. He's as social as ever, running the room. He's the mayor of daycare, and just awesome. What else we got? So, not a ton going on with us. Jeremiah's going to be starting high school next month, in about a month. So, starting to get ready for that. But, nothing to report there so far. Daniel's good. I'm good. I actually will be starting a new job on August 9th. So, that's exciting. I'm very excited. Actually going, if you've been with me for a long time, then you know, but going back to work with Kraft Heinz Company. So that's exciting. I'm really excited to get back there and to, be working with some of my former colleagues. And yeah, I think that's it for as far as regular life stuff. Also want to spend a little time giving an update on my postpartum weight and fitness journey, because I've gotten some questions about what I'm doing, how I've, managed it, how I currently manage it. So I just want to spend the bulk of our time talking about that. Unless you have questions, if you have questions of any kind, you can always put them in the comments, and I generally will see them pop up. Don't put a paragraph. I can't read that while I'm driving. But if it's short, I'll see it and I'll answer. So what I have been doing, it is nothing, I'll break it to you that it's nothing groundbreaking as far as it wasn't a quick thing or, some magic pill or anything like that. Honestly, it is fitness, nutrition, and really accountability and community. That helps me a lot. I do a lot better with staying focused on my goals and doing the things I need to do to get to my goals when I'm accountable to people. So that has been the magic potion, but it has been the magic potion forever and always. So it's just a matter of applying it and finding what works for me in this particular season of my life. So I have been following a nutrition plan that is not strict, in that it doesn't tell you need to eat this at this time. You can't have that. It doesn't eliminate any foods. Although I still have the things I don't eat for either my or Brixton's food intolerances. Those things are still off the table for obvious reasons. But it is more about your mindset and your relationship with food. And that is what I needed. This is actually the same program that I was following before I got pregnant. So I guess I would say when we conceived, I followed this program a little more loosely through the pregnancy, but generally, it helped me with that belly-only pregnancy. And I kind of loosely followed it when I was going through the dark days of postpartum depression, but I really picked it up in May and started following it, and that is when I kind of started to see that it wasn't just a little bit of weight at a time that I was dropping. Like, I was dropping pounds a week. Still healthy, still producing a lot of milk. I feel great, so it's a good plan. I'd be willing to talk to you more about it if you think it's something that might help you. That I'm always open to talking to you about it a little more in detail and seeing if I think it, would fit your lifestyle. because some people do a little better with more structure and something more rigid. But right now, I'm finding that this is just easier for me to follow, and I don't have to think about it as much. I can kind of apply it no matter where I am. I can figure out what I can eat that will keep me dropping weight. So that's that. As far as workouts, immediately postpartum, I did a postpartum. Well, not immediately once I was cleared. Did a postpartum program, the one I was in the test group for. I completed that for trimester 4, and then I moved on to, I'm trying to remember, I think I bounced around, and I did some like shorter 1-week programs here and there. I was doing those. As far as the first program that I went all the way through, start to finish, since postpartum, that was a dance. It was like dance and then body weight conditioning. Actually, no, it did use weights, light weights, but that one I did. It was 30 days. It was a lot of fun. I needed it when I was doing it. And that one I did probably around the same time I was starting the nutrition plan. So let's say April, May. Probably more May. I'm going to go with May. And it focused on joy and body positivity. And being you, loving you. And it was what I needed at the time. There were some mornings where I cried a little bit. There might not be any crying in baseball, but there's definitely a lot of crying in dance. So it was what I needed at the time, and just to see myself progress through that, because at the beginning it was a little rough because I had a lot of weight on me that my body was not designed to carry, and so it's difficult. Let's just be real. When you have excess weight on your body, it is hard to move. It's hard to move. You don't function well. Your energy is not what it could be. It is just not how your body was designed to be. And so that was feeling all of those things, and to try to do some of the dance moves and to move myself quickly. It was honestly a wake-up call. And it was not, I wasn't down on myself, but it was definitely the motivation that I needed to kind of keep pushing, to dig deeper, to dive all the way into the nutrition plan and not just do it sort of kind of. It was what I needed to be like, you know what, you gotta do what you gotta do to get back to your healthy body, because that's what it's about. It's about getting to my healthy body. So that was that program, and then since then I've done a 21-day program that was shot in real time, meaning they shot a different workout every day. And now I'm doing the extreme, which kind of is a version of that. It was shot right in succession. So it's 3 weeks, another 21 days, every day, 7 days a week. It has active rest built into it. So there's yoga and Pilates. So there's 2 days of kind of active rest. Although, honestly, I'm going to be real with you, I think it's 1 day, because I think yoga is really the only rest day. Pilates is hard for me. That's not rest. It's hard. So, and I will say, I think I've only missed maybe 2 or 3 workouts in the 5 weeks. I think it's been 5 weeks that I've been doing that. Yeah. So it's been going well. They're only 30 minutes. I can do 30 minutes in the morning before I go to work. So I would be finishing that one this week. Been doing it with my bestie, Brixton's Godmama. We've been doing it together, and she's on vacation this week. So instead, I've been doing kind of like the 1 week mini program version, version of the program that we have that just came out, that just launched, because I cannot do the full program. I'm very interested in figuring it out, because it's all about kind of like how your body moves and functions, and you have to do an assessment, and it like you were supposed to like realign yourself and do a little extra work to, like, there's extra workouts that you do after your workout to address whatever issues you have. So let's say you find out and I'm just
going off what I've heard. Let's say you find out you have issues with your hips or something, and there's going to be extra work, little mini workouts that you do after your workout every day to help you address that issue, and then you reassess, like you take the assessment again. So it sounds amazing, but it is just not suited to my current schedule. The workouts are 45 minutes long, and then with the bonus work, that's what the word is, bonus work, it could be another 15 minutes. So it could be 45 minutes to an hour, and mama don't have 45 minutes to an hour to work out. So I'm like 30 is tight. I even knocked some stuff off the table for my next program because it was like 40 minutes. That 10 minutes makes a difference. So but I'm doing the little mini program this week because it's 6 days, and they're 30 minutes. So I'm doing those 6 this week, and then she and I will pick up and finish our program next week. So that's these 2 weeks. After that, you have to keep an eye on my stories because I'm not 100% sure. I have a couple things in mind, but I don't know yet of what I'm going to do. But I am going to still be working out. I'm going to be following along. I don't do well just making stuff up. I love working with the trainers. So I will keep you posted on that, because we've got something really exciting coming up in September that I'm really excited to do, where I might be spicing it up a little bit more. So that's kind of what's next. Is I'm not 100% sure. I was originally going to go back. I'll just tell you, I was going to go back and do, if you've been with me for a while, then you know, maybe 2 years ago, I was doing a 100 workout program, and it was the first full program I was attempting to do. Nope, second full program I was trying to do after my surgery, and I didn't finish. I own it. I didn't finish it. I didn't finish the 100 workouts. So I wanted to do that, but then I realized that the 100 workouts would push me way past that fun new thing that's starting in September, and I don't want to not finish it again, so I'm not doing that right now. I will get back to that at some point later in life. I want to get into the new thing soon, and I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it yet, which is why I'm not telling you. Keep an eye on my stories, because you know I will always post them there once I know what's going on. So that's what I've been doing. As for how I'm feeling, I feel great. I still am not getting enough sleep. That's one area that I am constantly working to improve, and I can't get up any later. The day just won't work. So I really, really, really got to fine tune my evening and figure out how to get myself to bed earlier. I think with every improvement that I make in my evening, me being me and having more energy, I have been replacing it with, now I can do X, Y, Z, instead of now I can get my butt to bed. So y'all pray for me that I will stop trying to be Superwoman and just take my butt to bed like I need to, because I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't. I don't know. I don't know why I trade sleep for productivity. It's how it's built, I guess, but I need to not do that. But I do have a lot of energy. I feel smaller. It's funny, I was joking, like, you know, it's amazing how the same numbers you see on the scale when they're going up make you cry, or the same ones that make you cry tears of joy on the way down. Like on the way up, you're like, oh, so big, and then on the way down, you're like, oh. So, yeah, that's how I felt. Like I don't care about numbers. I'm 193 point something right now, I think. But when I got into the 190s, I was like, a goal I had was to be consistently in the 190s, and then I was going to reward myself. I decided that I didn't want the reward, but just being consistently in the 190s. I remember when I first hit the 190s, I was depressed, And then I got into the 2s, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. But coming back down, I'm like, ew. So I feel smaller. That's how I feel. I feel like I take up less space. And here's an example. When we come into our house from the garage, and I park in the garage, every day I do this. I have Brixton's car seat, and I have on my back my lunchbox / bottle bag with his bottles in it, right? When I first started working, I would come in, and we keep forgetting to put something on the front door to shield the, like a window covering. So he's asleep, and I'm usually trying to come in and not get the sun shining in his face after coming out of the garage, because I just want him to, stay asleep for a minute until I get the rest of the bags out of the car, and then I wake him up. But anyway, so in order to do that, I have to turn in the hallway. So we come in, we're in a hallway. I have to turn in the hallway so that I can kind of back down the hallway so that I'm shielding him from the sun. Well, when I first started, I had to lean forward and shimmy the bag up on my back and hunch over him and scooch to turn around in the hall with the car seat and the bag. Now, I kid you not, I get into the hallway, I just turn around. It's amazing. It's the little things, I'm telling you. Fitting my wedding ring, turning around in a hallway, being able to get through and into my car in the parking lot. Those things are amazing. And if you tell me that wouldn't feel amazing to you, I don't know. I think you just don't know that it would feel amazing to you. I can move better because I'm not carrying as much weight. So I actually have more muscle carrying less body fat, which means I feel younger. I feel younger and lighter. I feel like I can do more. I'm doing more jumping and things like that in my workouts now. My joints aren't hurting as much. I'm just able to do more. I feel better. It's how it's supposed to work, right? When we get down to our healthy weight. So how do I feel getting closer and closer to my healthy weight? I feel healthier. So that's great. And I'm loving it. And I haven't met a piece of cake that tastes this as good as feeling good. So that is what helps to keep me going. It's just remembering that I don't want to go back to where I was. If I had any regrets, other than not starting sooner, which I don't really regret that, because I think we start when we start in our time, and it's the right time. When we start, it's the right time. So I don't really regret that. I regret not taking measurements in official pictures. I've only been doing the mirror selfie pictures because that's what I had to do for the prenatal test group. It was just mirror selfies, and it was just the bump, front and side. So that has been what I've been used to doing for so long that I kind of have been only doing that. So I do regret not taking full on before and afters, and I regret not taking my measurements. So before I start, I don't know, or maybe at the end of this program, I will take measurements and do before and afters, so I can not regret that going forward. So that's it for me. Thanks for checking it out and seeing what's going on in my life. We will resume our regularly scheduled programming next week. I don't know the topic yet, but we'll dig into something, talk about something juicy. I'll make it good for you. But yeah, what's going on with you? I want to know. Drop that in the comments. If you have any questions, put that in the comments. If you have any questions about my life or anything that I've been doing, schedule, Brixton schedule, weight loss, fitness, nutrition, what I'm like, anything like that, you can ask. If you have any questions about some things you've been thinking about, or if you've tried something that's not working and you're trying to figure that out, I am a resource. Feel free to reach out to me. It's not a bother. I know I talk about how busy I am, but that gives me life. So that's the good stuff. So definitely let me know if you need help with that. And otherwise, I'm in the driveway. So I'm going to end this one. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will see you next week in August for the next car chat. Love you guys. Bye.